Hey guys, so this is going to be a review of possibly the best movie of the year. Bear in mind, I've not seen The Joker. I feel like I always have to say that when I talk about like the movie of the year that I haven't seen The Joker, just to point that out. So this is going to be a review of Doctor Sleep. Oh my god, this movie is so freaking good. So if you don't know, Doctor Sleep is written by Stephen King, and it is a book written by Stephen King, and it's a sequel to The Shining, which is also written by Stephen King. I don't know why I needed to just say that. If you've not seen The Shining before, um, I wouldn't necessarily say you need to see it before you watch this, because in the movie it kind of gives you little like hints in the movie of The Shining. But I mean, if you want to get a better understanding of the background of the main character, then you're best off watching The Shining. But this is going to be a spoiler of The Shining if you don't really care. But basically it's about this family who goes stay in this like remote like hotel thing, and it turns out it's like full of like, it's basically haunted to shit, and the dad goes crazy, and it turns out the little boy, Danny, realizes it has this some kind of power called the Shining and stuff, and basically it's the kids, following the kids, as he's grown up. Basically, you do see snippets of when he's like younger and stuff, but it's mostly when he's grown up, and you see how pretty much how messed up. Pardon, I'm sorry if you heard that bit, but that bit. But it goes through of obviously how that event from that film has completely fucked him over, because um I'm gonna try not spoil it as much as possible. It's gonna be a little bit, but not too much. But basically, he turns into like an alcoholic. Well, he is an alcoholic pretty much, and yeah, it looks like his life's it's completely affected him. And at that time as well, he's kept like his shining sort of hidden, and then he gets his life like back around and stuff, and then that's how he meets the girl. And then yeah, that's all I'm giving away, guys. I'm not going to give any more away. I feel that I've given away too much. Sometimes it's hard to review a film without giving too much away, especially it's a really good film like this. I might do a spoiler review of this, because I just feel that I need to go in depth with this. But this film is literally like a fantasy, it's an adult fantasy film. It's like sometimes you watch a film and it's kind of like a kids film but not a kids film, if that makes sense. That sort of like fantasy sort of thing, like you'd see like in a kids film but for adults, if that makes any sense. Like sort of like magical and stuff. That may seem a little bit weird, but it gave that sort of idea. All through the film I was like, oh my god, this is so good, oh my god, this is so good, this is so good, like this is so freaking good. It's such a long film. It is a long film as well. Um, but as I said, you get lost in this. That it is so freaking good, and as well that um, how have I forgotten his name? That Stephen King actually approved this film, because if you didn't know already, when The Shining came out, he was not happy with the film whatsoever. He was not happy with the film, especially the character development of the dad, because it made it come across that I've not read the book, but it made it come across in the film that he was already a jerk anyway towards his family. So when he did sort of go crazy, it wasn't as whereas in the books he was more loving and stuff like that. So he was not happy with that, but you could tell he was happy with this director, because before the film started, you saw them two together talking. I was like, oh my god, they're actually happy. He's actually approved this film, but this film is so freaking good. As I said, if you're the sort of person who is just amazing, like it's just so freaking good. It's just so magical, and I don't know what else to say about this film. It's so good. It's like, as I said, it's an adult fantasy film. It's like a kids film but for adults. As I said, if that makes any sense at all, but I freaking love this film. This film is so freaking good. This is really good fantasy. Oh, I just I just love it. I don't know what else to say about this film. Um, as I said though before, you don't necessarily need to see The Shining. It gives little hints, but if you want to read the full story, then then, you know, obviously you're better off probably watching The Shining. And if you have not seen it anyway, there's something seriously wrong with you. Like, seriously wrong with you. But overall, this is a really good film. If I was to rate it out of 10, honestly, I couldn't see any faults with this film. Like, I couldn't say anything like, what, the whole film was amazing. For me, if I was to, I'm gonna go, if I rate it out of 10, honestly, this is probably the highest rating I've ever done this year. Or maybe not, but I'm gonna give it, I'm torn, it's either 9 or 9.5 out of 10. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna give it 9.5 out of 10. I freaking love this film. I just absolutely love this film. As I said, I might do a spoiler because it may be easy for me to, like, tell you, you know, what happens and stuff and each character and stuff like that. It's just freaking so amazing. I just want to talk to you guys all about it. But yeah, that is it for this review. So bye guys.